Good morning, everyone, and thanks for joining us on this April Fool's Day 2010. Be careful out there, April 1. Let's check in with Chris Farrell on this Thursday morning and see what the weather is going to be like. A nice start to the day, Chris. You know, this all comes at the same time that the U.S. Department of Justice has released its 40-page report of recommendations for schools and how to deal with bullying. The report says 60% of children who bully go on to have arrest records. The report also says schools should adopt a zero-tolerance policy, identify bullies and locations where bullying occurs, keep records of bullying, encourage students to report bullying, and encourage victims to stand up to it. A Port St. Lucie family may soon have some closure on a decade-long mystery after a gruesome discovery in a Broward County canal. In June of 1999, 27-year-old Nelta Jacques and her two young daughters, ages 5 and 7, left Fort Lauderdale headed to Tampa. They were driving a Dodge Caravan. They never got there, and nobody has heard from them since. But just yesterday, divers in Broward County found a van that matched what Jacques was driving in a canal with human remains inside. Nelta Jacques, her brother, says he's going to meet with Broward detectives this afternoon as the medical examiner works to positively identify the remains. Got some new information this morning about a body found at a Palm Beach County recycling plant. Police believe they now know the identity of the man found inside a truck by a Solid Waste Authority employee. They tell us he was reported missing on Monday, but so far they have not released his name. No foul play is suspected. Autopsy results are pending. Developing now, the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office is searching for a missing woman. Take a good look. This is 82-year-old Francine Sokol. She was reported leaving her Boynton Beach residence yesterday afternoon in a silver Mazda 6. The tag number is L538WK. If you have any information, call the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office or the nearest law enforcement agency. Well, today is the day, the deadline for getting your 2010 census forms in the mail back to the Census Bureau. Everyone's required to do it, but what if the form you got isn't the real deal? Althea Paul joins us live from the West Palm Beach Post Office. Good morning, Althea. 7:07 is the time, taking you across America. The Army officer accused in the Fort Hood shooting rampage will soon be out of the hospital and in jail. An attorney for Major Nadal Hassan says doctors gave him a discharge physical last night. No official word, though, on when Hassan will be moved. Hassan is charged with 13 counts of premeditated murder and 32 counts of attempted premeditated murder in the November 5th shootings. He was shot by civilian police, leaving him paralyzed. Police continue their search this morning for a fourth suspect wanted in connection with a shooting spree that killed 4 people and wounded 5 others in Washington, D.C. Authorities have already charged 3 other suspects, including a 14-year-old boy, with first-degree murder. It's going to be a lengthy cleanup in Rhode Island, where flooding has caused massive damage and forced hundreds of evacuations. The Pawtucket isn't expected to recede until Saturday. Yesterday, the high waters flooded a shopping mall and stranded a security guard. The situation isn't much better in neighboring Massachusetts. A bridge was knocked out in Freetown, stranding residents. President Obama will head to New England today to talk about health care reform. He's going to speak in Portland, Maine this afternoon, then travel to Boston. The president will spend his evening attending 2 receptions to raise money for the Democratic National Committee. Automakers are going to have to meet some tough new standards today. President Obama will sign new rules that will require 2016 model year vehicles to meet targets of 35.5 miles per gallon for cars and trucks combined. That's an increase of nearly 10 miles per gallon over current standards. The new rules are aimed at pushing companies to develop more fuel-efficient vehicles. Major auto companies from Ford and General Motors will report monthly sales numbers. Analysts are betting most companies will post gains. Now, we've already heard from Toyota at New York's Auto Shop on Wednesday. A top Toyota exec said incentives push sales 40% higher in the month of March. Transportation Department is cracking down on texting while driving in an effort to reduce the number of crashes caused by distractions. The department is proposing a text messaging ban on interstate truck and bus drivers. It would make permanent an interim ban announced back in January. 20 states, plus the District of Columbia, already prohibit all drivers from texting behind the wheel. Well, back here at home, a local family worries they might lose a beloved pet and service dog. Hildy is a 6-year-old boxer that works with deaf and autistic children. But last week she became sick, started vomiting, and stopped eating. Her vet diagnosed her with leptospiriosis. It's a disease dogs and other animals get from drinking contaminated water. People can get it, too, if they are exposed to the bacteria. Got some new questions about who knew what and when in the Tiger Woods drama. Woods said in interviews last week that people around him were unaware of the extramarital affairs that landed him in the tabloids, but one of Tiger's alleged mistresses, Mindy Lawton, now tells Vanity Fair magazine Tiger's agent knew more. She said Tiger put her in touch with agent Mark Steinberg when the National Enquirer learned about the affair, and Steinberg said, "We'll take care of it." Woods caddy Steve Williams is speaking out again, denying knowing about Tiger's affairs. Well, a local woman is appearing in a new reality show that is sure to turn some heads. The show is called Playboy Shootout, and it premieres this weekend, and a woman from Jupiter is on the show. There she is. Her name is Shauna, and here's how the show works. Hopeful models get paired up with photographers for a chance to have a pictorial appear in the magazine. The competition highlights how models and photographers have to work together to get that perfect shot. So good luck to Shauna. Well, it was tough love for 23-year-old Dee Dee Benami. The Tennessee native got the boot this week on American Idol, and after the AI judges failed to save her, they say America made the right decision. Fox's Ainsley Earhart has all the Idol details. Well, we wish Dee Dee all the best of luck. Hey, we had that American Idol contest. You submitted your top 10. Let me tell you, a number of people picked it correctly. They had Dee Dee going out first. Here's the list. Congratulations, off to a great start. Rosa Terry, Lisa Saxon, The O'Neills, Jerry Smalley, Liz Woody, Elbar 63, D&D Fine Art, Robin Long, Stacey Vaskevich, Sherry Sloan, Gary Beal, Beth Smith, Gene Weeble, and Linda Scher. They all nailed it. Congratulations. We're off to a great start on the American Idol contest. Thanks to everybody for submitting all those submissions. It was great. Now, one of the booted Idol contestants got a grilling on local radio station Cool 105.5, and host Tim Allen Walker was kind enough to share the interview with us. Thanks a lot, Marcy. 7:19 is the time. Still ahead. It may seem like chump change, but one group of school kids is proving that pennies can go a long way in this morning's Across America segment, how they're helping out children in need. Happy times for Glee, and an American Idol cast-off gets a big break. The latest from the Hollywood Nation is next.